Alright, if I don't get at least 2 skims out of this rock, I'm going in the water. Oh. It's colder than the coldest water I've ever been in, I reckon. I'm Keelan and this is Sarah. We have been fishing, surfing, full driving our way around Australia for the past year now. Meet Percy and Keith Urban, our trusty steeds. Subscribe to join our adventure. In this episode, we leave Lake Tekapo and navigate the massive mountains of central Otago. We finish the episode down near the Catlins National Park.
What do I believe? What makes me feel it to write you this song? 2 hours a day, 5 months and a year. Oh, I loved you too long. You keep blowing me out, I keep holding you in. I keep asking myself, oh, why do you still hurt?
So we've just gotten down to Lake Tekapo. We've parked up on the hill. We've got a beautiful little view of the lake. This spot was $50 a night, but we had to plug into power. The batteries are a little bit low and we're also freezing. It was like 6 degrees when we were driving in at 3 p.m. So right now it's like 5, so it's probably even colder. But it's gonna be nice to have some power, heater and some warm showers for the night. But have a look at this place.
Oh, how my heart aches. You keep blowing me out, I keep holding you in. I keep asking myself, oh, why do you still hurt? Why do you still hurt?
Alright, if I don't get at least 2 skims out of this rock, I'm going in the water. I'm going to go for a swim in this freezing cold glacial water in New Zealand in winter. Alright. Oh.
You got 0 skims. That was tragic.
Alright, so I didn't get 2 skims of the rock, so I'm a man of my word. I'm going to go for a swim in this freaking freezing cold water. I just dipped my fingers in and straight away my nuts just got sucked into my body. They're just so cold, but looks like it's going to happen. I'd be kicking myself anyway. It's Lake Tekapo. You've got to swim in Lake Tekapo, so
No, you don't have to.
it's not going to happen tomorrow morning. So what's the time now? It's almost 5 o'clock. The sun's going down, so it's probably the coldest part of the day. Here we go.
I keep asking myself, oh, why do you still hurt? Why
Oh, I come prepared.
Yeah, it's almost like you're going to do it even if you didn't skim the rock.
Oh shit. So shallow.
Oh dear. You gotta stay in for 5 minutes to get the benefits.
Oh, that's so cold. That's colder than the coldest water I've ever been in, I reckon.
I'm gonna say it didn't count because you're only in there for 0.5 of a second.
I'm not spending any longer in that. It's winter. Oh, look, there's snow coming up
It's
the mountains.
actually autumn. You need to toughen up.
Alright, give me the towel quick. Good morning, guys. So it's a new day here at Lake Tekapo. Pretty sure I'm saying it right. Lake Tekapo. Lake Tekapo. Anyway, it's -2. The aircon is blaring, but we've got some visitors today. Very special bunch, these lot. So come out. This is a real treat. Come with me. How you going? How you going, guys?
So we're just about to leave Lake Tekapo and we're making our way to Lake Alexandra to have a little look, and then we're going to go and try and find a nice free camp right on the lake at Lake Pukaki. So it was meant to be like -1 degree all day today, but the sun has come out, so hopefully it's going to be a really beautiful day.
Lonesome tripping, 'cause we're spending the night, and it feels alright, but it's over now. Time keeps slipping, with your skin next to mine, and your lips I can fight, but it's over now. You brought out the best in me, we had everything we needed. You put me aside and turn out the lights for no reason. Was it a make-believe, something you never needed? What was it all for? I don't know you anymore. We go back, we go back, we go back, we colliding. Losing track, even God knows I'm trying. Dangerous, selfish way to love you more these days. We go back, we go back, we go back, we colliding. Had a vision, we held on to so tight. To me it was clear, but you lied to me. Now I keep thinking, was I wasting my time letting you into my life? You brought out the best in me, we had everything we needed. You put me aside and turn out the lights for no reason. Was it a make-believe, something you never needed? What was it all for? I don't know you anymore.
Alright, so we just got to Lake Pukaki, I think it's called. Bit of a funny one to say. Pretty sure we're saying a lot of words wrong around here. Anyway, correct us in the comments below. Feel free to do that. How is this? This spot is insane. Whitecap Mountains, no one here, by ourselves. We spun a few wheels getting up the bloody hill with the van. Had to put it in full drive, which was nice. Haven't done that for a while, but check out this view. This is insane. Spewing though, because I reckon about, I don't know, a couple months ago at least, there was people camping down on the right on the edge here. But since they've had a few earthquakes, and when there's an earthquake near a lake system like this, it actually creates a tsunami warning. So if there was an earthquake near here, it's potential to cause a couple metre wave through this lake, and you go figure, if you're camping down near the rocks, you're going to get taken. So that's the reason why they've moved us up here, but I'm still not complaining. This spot is insane. Check it out. Woo! So I'm just unhooking the van just to get the front level. Unfortunately, the range is a little bit low, so it's not like we can just park on flat ground. It's always sort of facing downhill, but when it comes to side-by-side leveling, what I'm about to show you is a massive game changer. We don't have this on our van in Australia, but sometimes we wish we did. We normally just throw a bit of 4x2 under the wheels or a set of max tracks or something to level the van, but being able to pull up anywhere and then just simply pretty much push these buttons. So what I'm doing is I'm bagging out the other side and I'm pumping this side up, and it's going to flatten the van out. How's that, Sarah? Is that better? Yeah. Just like that, the van is level. how pretty is that sunset? So as soon as the sun goes down in New Zealand, the temperature drops like 10 degrees instantly. So Sarah has a funny story to tell you guys that happened only 20 minutes ago. It is both a compliment and a curse.
So we're nearly 30 and we just got denied alcohol because we had our Australian driver's license, not the passport. So obviously overseas you have to have a passport to buy alcohol, but we didn't realise that and we took our driver's license and she's like, nah, I can't serve you.
So right now we actually had a Pinot Noir.
$10 bottle, I was going to give it a shot.
So pretty well, the moral of the story, we would be getting warmed up by a nice little Pinot Noir right here. We had that on the bloody checkout before she denied it. She took it away from us. I said to Sarah, I haven't felt like a beer since we got here. I think it's because it's so cold, and tonight was the first time we actually felt like drinking and we can't have it. So
saved us $23 though.
But saying that, like we said in previous episodes, everything is a lot more expensive apart from alcohol, McDonald's, and
junk food, anything that's bad for you.
Yeah, and the other day we're looking for salt and vinegar chips.
And they're green, like chicken.
Green packet, so they were right in front of our face. There's a few different things that Kiwis do. Obviously, they don't call it free camping, they call it freedom camping. What else? The Woolworths is called Countdown.
And it's way more expensive than Pack and Save.
Yeah, and what's another thing? Oh yeah, they say wee, so like a little bit is wee, like a wee little bit of this, and you're gonna go for a wee trip down here, and like the word wee gets thrown around, so I don't know if we're in French or Ireland.
Irish, yeah.
So there's a few little quirks going on here, but we're getting used to it. Next job is I'm gonna try to fly the drone through the caravan. Let's see how that goes.
Lost Tribe did this and they crashed it, so let's hope we don't crash ours.
I won't crash mine, I'm an expert driver.
Oh, you hear that, Aaron?
Look at this view we've got. It's insane.
Not bad, is it?
Tacos with a view.
I know. Every single motorhome, there's probably 4 motorhomes parked around us, and they're all sitting outside enjoying a glass of red. We're inside with our Pepsi, like, we can't even get served. Oh, I swore.
That doesn't matter, we're frustrated, we're allowed to swear. First world problems though. Hey Sarah, do you reckon you could see yourself living in this van?
Absolutely. We'd probably go something a touch smaller, but same layout with the kitchen here, seating area, bathroom and bedroom. So lucky for us, we've already got our build slot booked in for the end of the year, which should be good. So tacos are ready. They are absolutely delicious. Where we are now is the star capital of New Zealand or the world or something, I don't know. But we put the GoPro on the roof so we can capture it and show you guys. But that's it for today. We'll see you guys in the morning. Guys, how beautiful was the Milky Way last night? We're probably going to put it up again tonight and try and let it run for a bit longer, but we did get pretty tired, so we took it down. Today we're super excited. We're going to Mount Cook National Park. I'm so hoping that we get to see some snow. I don't even know if it snows there, but by the looks of the photos it does, and I'm hoping that we do get to see some snow.
Oh, it's like bitterly cold, like that sun is like so nice, but your fingers are like blue. I woke up and my laptop actually wasn't charging because the lithium battery in my MacBook was so cold it was like shutting it off and it wouldn't let me charge it, which is freaking cold. What else can we tell you?
What I can say is that because of the light behind you, you look like a little hoodlum. Maybe
hoodlum?
Go over here.
Oh, sorry, it's
there we go.
This is definitely our coldest morning yet in New Zealand. It got to -3 last night, and in the van that we got, because it's from Australia, it hasn't got a diesel heater. So it's got a reverse cycle aircon, but because the sun isn't the same, the angle of the sun's different in New Zealand, we can never get enough charge through the solar to be actually able to run the aircon. So we definitely recommend you guys getting a diesel heater if you're ordering a van over here. It's
I
definitely
think they're going to
must.
make it standard.
Yeah, anyway, it's a must, but how spectacular is this? We're going to jump in the car right now and, like Sarah said, head out to Mount Cook and hopefully warm up a little bit. So let's go.
We're at Mount Cook, Arioki National Park. We're doing the Hooker Valley Trail. So right now we're here down at the campground and we're thinking we'll probably just hike up to the first swing bridge and then we'll leave and head out to the Blue Lake.
Something like that. So we're just on the first suspended bridge. Check it out. I'm not sure if that's Mount Cook or not, but this bridge is so wobbly. Sarah's freaking out behind the lens. But look down, that's what's running below us. It's ice cold water. You don't want to get stuck in that. So.
Insane, it's so beautiful. Look at the colour of the water, it's like
How good was that? So we just finished up here on this walk. Plan is to head around the corner and do another walk. We're not too sure if it's going to be better than this one, so let's go find out. Alright, so we've come down the road, driven about 5 minutes, and we're about to do Blue Lake's Lookout hike. And I'm puffing because this thing is bloody steep. It's not steep for other people, it's just steep for us because we are absolutely not fit, not seasoned at all. We're going to be fit by the time we leave New Zealand though, I'll tell you that much. Have a look at this. Spectacular valley. It's insane. Just to imagine what this has done in the last 2,000 years. The movement of rock and soil and snow and all sorts of stuff. It's insane. We're going to get a good view of Mount Cook hopefully. 3,800 feet tall. It's actually creating its own weather system today, so let's go have a look.
So we've just gotten down to the Blue Lake. Check it out. Oh, it's like a puddle.
So we just got to the top of this hike. It was a little bit harder than what we thought. We are dead set path. We've had to have a 10-minute breather just to get our breath back, but how cool is this joint? This is Tasman Glacier, and due to the colour of the water we can tell that this is both rainwater as well as glacier water. That's why it's also milky, and by the looks of it, it is freezing. There's some icebergs floating. The only thing we're missing is some polar bears, but I don't think we're going to see any. So we've just got back, long hard day of hiking, so calls for a beer. We did get beers this time, we brought our passports, and we're drinking a IPA here, which is not going down too bad at all, considering it's cold and it's freezing outside. So the electrical issues that we speak of, one, well, there's a few reasons why this system in the van that's designed in Australia isn't sort of cutting it for us. So essentially in Australia you sort of get sunny days a lot of the time, and traveling you sort of chase the sun, so everywhere you go is sort of sunny and you're getting solar charge, where in New Zealand the sun is actually, the way it, because it's so mountainous too, a lot of the times the mountains cast a shade over your solar panels, so you're never ever getting really good solar charge. And the trajectory of the sun, the angle that it comes over, it sort of goes over like a semicircle. It's not like straight over the top, it's like not enough to really get the right angle on your solar panels to get any good decent charge. So that's the main issue. We can't run the heater on like a -3 night like last night, because we just will run out of power by the morning, you know. So not that we'd run it all night, we'd just run it for a few hours before bed, but it is proving really tricky trying to sort of navigate not having enough power and still staying warm. So yeah, so the issue is as well that the Ranger, because it's a hire car, doesn't come with a Anderson plug to the back, so we're not actually charging off the DC charger, we're just relying purely on solar. So, which isn't ideal either, and because it's a hire car, I can't get under there and wire in a runner cable, because obviously you're going to void your insurance on the hire car. So I've come up with an idea. I've got some alligator clamps, and I've got that to an Anderson plug, so worst comes to worst, I just pop the bonnet and we need a bit of charge on a cloudy day, I'll just chuck a bit of charge in. So there's some of the issues that we're having at the moment. Obviously this van doesn't have a diesel heater either, so it's pretty cold to say the least, but I'd rather be cold in a place like this than be stinking hot in a sort of average place, you know. So, you know, you take this one as it comes, and we're definitely not complaining, but there's some of the electrical issues that we might need to rethink. Obviously, definitely we're advocating for any van sold in New Zealand for it to have a diesel heater as standard, because I think that that's a necessity. You don't sort of go without that. And like I said, just have as much solar as physically possible, and make sure your tow vehicle's got DC to DC charge, which doesn't seem like a very common thing over here. So I thought I'd just run you guys through some of the issues that we've been having, the frustrations that we've been having as well. One thing I should point out as well is that for batteries in this van, there's 260 amp hours of lithium battery. So again, it's not as much as our Armalite either. And because we are charging all of our cameras, laptops, all that stuff off the inverter, it definitely is chewing the juice. So we've got to be careful not to be able to run the inverter all day. We've got to sort of prioritise charging when we do have sun, which is a bit of a bummer, because normally in Australia we don't actually have to think about that. But I think that Urban offer an X-Grid system. I think that would be good for this area, but obviously this van doesn't have the X-Grid system because it got sent over as a stock van. Like, they don't sort of spec out their stock vans. These are just for people to look at and then purchase. So that's the reason why it doesn't have the big juicy lithium bank. But check it out. We only found out today that this mountain that we're looking at over here is actually Mount Cook. That's where we went today. We've been staring at it this whole time.
So we've just gotten here to the Clay Cliffs. This spot is on private property, so it's a $5 donation. And you come in, it's a little gravel road, it's all really well kept. It was super easy to get in with the car and the caravan, but it's about a 10 to 15 minute walk in, so we're going to go and check it out.
We are seriously parked, but how cool is that? It reminds us of Echidna Chasm in the Bungle Bungles National Park up near Cudnara in WA, Western Australia. It's pretty cool. It's like a mini Echidna Chasm. Alright, so all these walls here are all made of clay, and I'm guessing the way it's been carved out is because there's a stream down there, so obviously the water hits the top of the mountain and it has to run off somewhere, and it's just created these massive crevasses. I don't know if that's the word or not, crevasses, but I'm gonna roll with it. But it's pretty amazing. You feel like you're in the the Shadowland off Lion King or something. This is where the hyenas hang out. But yeah, it's pretty cool to see. We're gonna head back to the car now and try to go find camp somewhere. It's getting pretty late, so hopefully you can find a free camp somewhere. How cool is this joint? So we're doing Lindy's Pass now. The clay cliffs were awesome, but driving through these massive winding mountains, we're doing switchbacks. Like again, I'm in manual mode trying to slow us down. Lucky we have disc brakes, they're really paying off, but check out these mountains. I don't know if the camera's going to do it justice.
That's the iPhone too.
Yeah, the camera's bloody just died on us, so we're on the iPhone, but check it out. It is insane. You've got to come to New Zealand and tour around. It's freaking awesome, eh? You've just, nothing we can show you will do this place justice. How good is this? We've just pulled off the side of the road. We've driven pretty much all the way from the clay cliffs, all the way through central Otago, I think it's called. And we've ended up here at Jackson's Inlet, absolute spectacular site. We've got the gold fields behind us. There's multiple gold mine sites behind us here. It's absolutely spectacular scenes. We've pulled up, the van's slightly not level. I'll level it up in a minute, but that'll conclude today's episode, guys. We'll take off next episode from here, but I hope you enjoyed it. We're certainly enjoying ourselves. It's been such a sick time, and the things we've seen so far in New Zealand have just blown us away. Nothing like it in Australia. You've got to get over here and check it out sometime. So thanks heaps for watching, guys. If you haven't seen part 1, go watch part 1. It was an absolute cracker episode, and we'll see you next week.